I just want to mention that when there is history, there is substance, there is gravity, and there is value. Value in the Greek word, it means vala, which is translated to strength. So when there is history, there is substance, there is gravity, and there is strength. Because people who don't know their history, they are like trees without roots. So we have to preserve the history. If you can remember the children of Israel, when God was sending manna from heaven, God told Moses to take the manna and preserve it for the future generations, so that the future generations would know where we got this manna from heaven. I'm not preaching, but WHP, if you followed him, he would talk about God the whole night. He would quote scriptures. So, Motswako hape established it about one. So the Lang style is a style which was a language in Mafike. The Lang was an unofficial language which was predominantly spoken in the saloons. It's a backward language. They speak backwards. So if you know Sefanaka law, are you guys familiar with Sefanaka law? In the Rasterbeck, in the mines, it's a broken language. However, to them it's not a broken language. They understand each other. So the language was like that language, like Sefanaka law. So that crowded crew took that language and they used it in their music. Hence, when you listen to songs like Inner the Placer, you cannot understand how else skills. What is he talking about? Because they are rapping backwards. So the Lamb now current crew took it and made it a style. They would wear a sort of they would have a time and then have a yes. So that's the last style. They don't call it intentionally crowded crew. Yeah.
It's not the long style. I can't really want to go. So, Mafikile, you spoke about Mafikile earlier on.
Yes, sir.
And we also spoke about Stone. Mafikile, who was the signer under? Now, obviously, when you go through the books, and one of these questions are more to create a desire for people to know more, to understand where this is coming from. Because the book is Motswako, the beginnings. Some of us, are, as young as we are, we followed the movement. We didn't really know much except the face that we saw on stage, on TV, listen to radio, or whatever the case might be. So, Mafikile, very good, amazing artist. What is his story with Kalawa Jasmine?
Before I can talk about their relationship with Kalawa Jasmine, Mafikile is spelled Bapixile. Is phonetic. So they were using phonetic in their style. Mafikile. So they had been signed to another stable, but because they wanted to brand and to scale their brand, they had to co-sign with Kalawa. Hence, they recorded the Vuga song, Go Kalawa, featuring Theo, Mthengetwa. And like Vuga, 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 Stana, Sang. Yes. So
Taking you back.
so they were co-signed and they did the jingles for YFM, Yonaki Yona, with Oskido. They were traveling and then there was a beef track as well. I get to the whole other man, I get a found.
Oh, I don't know for yeah.
The whole beef in there, or never run a clever beef tray, yeah. So yeah, they were actually co-signed. Not all contract, when they show them why it's all about.
So there is a popular artist, and everybody knows who that guy is. I still love him. I think he's talented. Casper. Now, earlier on we spoke about Casper in our conversation. Is Casper still doing Motswako, or has Casper moved with the times and created his own genre?
Yeah, Casper is still doing Motswako. If you can listen to his songs, his latest song, I think it was last year, Put Your Hands Up, like he beats Motswako. What's another track? His latest album, Solo, is a pure Motswako album.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still doing Motswako, it's just that he doesn't mention it. Like WHP used to mention Motswako. Because WHP, when he gets interviewed, he would mention Motswako, he would mention Maftown, he would mention Mokodebo Pilima. So he was sort of an ambassador of the movement. So he's still doing Motswako. So from the music, when you are listening.
Look, the latest song I think is 018 song.
Yeah, 012 with Matera Doughboy.
Yeah, I think it's
018, yeah, with Matera Doughboy.
Now, that particular song, in a way, to tell us where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where I'm coming from. And I think there's also a line that connects to this movement of Motswako.
Yes.
Would you say you raising Motswako back to life? Because this book is going to raise Motswako back to life. Because I'm not saying Motswako was dead. I'm just saying at some point there was a movement or a genre that took over. And obviously Motswako inspired quite a lot of people. And some use here and there some of the words. But would you say then that perhaps Casper is getting a aha moment of saying, this is who I am? I am Motswako.
He doesn't publicly state that. However, we all know that he's a son of WHP. Yeah, he was mentored by WHP. WHP is one who mentored him and put him on the spotlight. So, in terms of taking the baton, I think he wants to establish his own empire. But however, we do have young artists like Ashwan, who are still authentic in Motswako in this day and age. We still have guys like Mahita. We still have Boloti, who are still young and authentic to the original Motswako.
Yeah, speaking about that, I recently heard that Dukes and Momoli are collaborating. There is I guess it's a resuscitation of Motswako. And again, I'm not saying Motswako was dead, but I think their recent collaboration is talking about preserving the history of Motswako. And what are your thoughts on that? Dukes was very good, he still is. Momoli, I mean, if you don't know, you know, he throws lyrics that Hasma, for example, who were that thing, we stop and think. So what's your thought on that? Do you think they are participating in the, again, lack of a better word, resuscitation or resurrection of Motswako?
Yeah, I believe it's a resurrection, especially after the book is out. I don't want to take the glory to myself, but after I've been doing interviews on TV, on radio, on newspapers. We have been published in Iran, thanks to His Excellency. We have been profiled in Iran. Motswako book. Let's clap hands for it. So they saw, hey, was we can still come back. So now, no, let's pull up our socks. They are doing collaboration, they are doing tours, which is a good thing. After this year, they started Motswako reunion. It's happening, I think, this weekend. And then there's a Motswako Republic as well happening. This is after all this.
Yeah.
So I like I said, I don't want to take